Alright, so this car was paint corrected, ppf'd on the front and the rocker panels. July, I believe July of 2018. Almost daily driven, I guess, besides when it's snowing because no snow tires. But yeah, it's been parked outside for the majority of the time, and obviously tracked as often as I could. So I did the whole car with leftover ceramic coatings from a couple bottles. Most of the car has G Technique CSL, and it was topped off with XO-V3. I am pretty sure I have it in my notes somewhere, but right now, just going off the bat, is the front bumper. I ran out of leftover CSL, so it was just XO, and I've been keeping it clean, especially after track days. And I topped it off with either G Technique C2V3 or CarPro Hydro. But today, what I did was, let's see, I gave it a nice wash, including the engine bay. Cleaned the inside because I never clean the inside because it just gets dirty at the track. And outside, I washed it as I normally would. I hit the whole car with water spot remover because I've been seeing some calcium deposits form. And I clayed it lightly with my favorite clay, which is by 22 PLE, which I think is perfect as a maintenance clay. It doesn't take everything off, but it takes off majority of it. Unfortunately, this car has rock hard clear coat, so I don't really have to worry about marring from a clay, but I still use the soft clay that I use from 22 PLE. But anyways, yeah, so 2 weeks ago, I think 2-3 weeks ago, I did my last track event, and I actually did a good cleanup, meaning cleaned the car, and then I got rid of most of the tire marks that I got. But I didn't top it off on purpose because I just wanted to see how the ceramic is. So, one last thing is the hood. This was my first PPF car. The hood I didn't coat with anything. I wanted to test some different products, but I was never able to be on top of it. But the hood, as you can see, is sheeting. The headlights I did coat, but kind of failing on the water sheeting, water beading. Bumper's pretty good. Fender's pretty decent. Door's always been pretty good. Again, this was just clayed, washed. The roof is pretty good, good as well. Yeah, could be better, I guess, but not complaining. So again, this car was coated and pretty much consumer rated ceramic coating. It's been well maintained though. It was, even though it's been sitting outside, sometimes, especially during the winter months, it gets snowed on, rained on, peed on, pooped on, whatever from the birds. It's pretty good, but one thing is the rear is pretty dead. It's actually not as bad as usual, meaning when I would wash the car, whether I top it off or not, water would stick. But because I hit it with a little bit of acid and clay the car, that's actually helping the surface. So again, this just goes to tell you, just because you have your car, clear broad, ceramic coated, you can put 50 layers on it, whatever, it still needs maintenance. Car hasn't been played since I guess when the car was fully detailed. And also with the wheels, I tried a couple of different coatings. When I initially did it, I did the whole prep. The wheels were in pretty rough shape. I clayed it, polished it, the whole shebang. The ceramic coating, especially on a very hot track day, it does not last, especially under water beatings, the beating properties. So I just top it off with the easiest product to use, which is Corvette Hydro. Again, I haven't found the coating that I would use, even on my, or suggest for heavily tracked cars. Not that this car is heavily tracked, but I do about, last year I did 6 events, this year I did 8, I think, and these are events, not days, so it's probably a lot more, especially in July at Watkins Glen. It's hot as balls. So, but hopefully this was informative to some of you guys. If not, oh well.